Okay, we back?
We are back. Are you ready to get dark souled?
I'm sold.
Alright, are you ready to get dark souled?
Yeah. We're just gonna leave off that first part.
Yeah. Little technical details. Cut all that out. Probably turn that down.
Yes.
Alright, are you ready to get dark souled?
No, we're not cutting that.
We're not cutting it out anymore.
What do we...
Let's see, so we got the gargoyles who ring the first bell. I think my recommendation would be to head back down to the Firelink Shrine, the first bonfire. Upgrade your Estus Flask, and also take a trip to the Undead Asylum to pick up an item.
Just stop on over at the asylum.
Just a quick stopover on the way home.
Pick up some milk.
I wonder if undead are lactose intolerant.
Well, everyone is.
I'm not.
You don't ever experience any negative effects from drinking milk?
Probably depends on how much milk I've had.
Yeah. So you're a little intolerant.
There's a Jim Gaffigan joke where he says, I think I'm lactose intolerant because last night I had 6 milkshakes and I felt like crap afterwards.
Okay, that's a long drop.
So anything fun happen at work this week?
Oh yes, fun always happens at work.
Really?
No.
No.
I heard that on Thursday a girl fell through the flaps in her trailer and got hurt.
What do you mean through the flaps in your trailer?
Well, the trailer has like a false floor where it's made of these flaps that can raise up and expose a lowered portion. And so she had one of the flaps open without realizing it, and she tried to stand on it and fell through to the real floor.
And this is like shipping container trucks?
Yes.
I didn't know that they had false floors.
Well, some of them do.
So yeah, if you go past the guy sitting there, there's a stairway.
Was I going to upgrade my Estus class?
Yeah, that's where you need to go.
Oh.
We'll see if Loutrek's there. We didn't meet Lautrek because you skipped by him before. Oh, there he is. Let's see what he has to say.
Goldie.
Hello. I don't think we've met. I am Lautrek of Carrie. We're both undead. Perhaps we can help one another.
Does this game also have the feature where if people are talking to you, you can accidentally press buttons and hurt them and make them not like you anymore?
Well, if you attack them, they'll not take too kindly to that. I don't know.
Do I talk to him again?
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing really to do with him right now.
If you have none, then stay silent.
Oh. Oh, well then.
He'll say various things if you progress further in the game, but right there in the cage is your firekeeper. Did you get that the first time?
Well, how is my character supposed to know that she can't speak?
Well, it said right below you. Floating in the air.
Can I do it again?
Nope, you only have one. You could go down to the New Londo ruins and get a second one, if you wanted. Or you could save that for later.
New Londo Ruins.
Do you want to go down there?
Is it a long journey?
Nope. It's just right down the elevator. So if you go down these stairs and then go past Lautrec, there's another set of stairs.
Right here.
And there should be an elevator.
I thought this was where the asylum was.
No, you have to take the bird. Bitey the crow will transport you. So you just step on the button there.
So glad they've invented foot switches.
They always seem to have, in fantasy games and movies and such, they always have some mechanical door opening device that you never actually see. You know, you flip the switch, you click on a button, and the door just opens. Like, somehow they have that technology.
Yeah.
But they never explore it, you know.
Well, they have that technology in Minecraft.
Do they?
Yeah, redstone.
Yeah, I guess you have to open steel doors with buttons, right? Like, you can't open them manually.
Yeah. Well, you can rig up fancy contraptions.
Yeah, there's some really complex stuff you can do in Minecraft. I never got too complex. Maybe a automated farm system.
Mm-hmm. I used to watch a YouTuber named Etho who did a lot of redstone stuff. He's kind of known for it.
What kind of stuff do you do?
Well, he do like automated farms. He did this contraption where he was like spawning bad guys, and he was separating out the creepers and the skeletons, and then he would have a skeleton shoot a creeper to like prime him for explosion, and then he was planning on piping the creepers out into the world and using them as digging devices.
Huh, that is quite the production.
Yes.
So you'll want to equip that probably to your hotbar.
A transient curse?
Yeah, because there's some ghosts and over in your equipment. And the only way you can fight the ghosts is by being cursed, either through this item or the actual curse debuff, which is no fun.
So this is like a fake curse.
Yeah, it's transient, so it's like, you know, a bum riding the rails or something.
Yes.
So I would use one of the curses now.
Did I just pray to someone?
To the curse god, obviously. Yep.
Curses.
Curses.
Start cursing.
I would have gotten away with it. It wasn't for you meddling undead chosen hero guy.
When I was watching the Let's Play of King's Quest VI that the Game Grumps did, they get to the wedding with... Where?
There's a little path. And go around that way. And no, you went too far. Don't.
Sorry, I'm trying to tell a story.
So, let's get you to the right place. Go back.
Okay.
That way. Right through that doorway.
Ah.
And as soon as you go through the next little arch, some ghosts will start spawning, so you want to back up.
Oh.
There'll be 3 of them coming at you. Alright, so you're watching King's Quest 6?
Yeah, and there's Alhazred, the evil guy, is trying to Oh no, what's happening?
That's just one of their attacks.
Oh well. Let's not have that happen again. Oh, I see. Now!
Yeah, well, if you're too close to them, it won't grab you.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
So there's a little narrow walkway that you want to walk across and pick up that item.
Just like Indiana Jones.
Kind of.
So, Al-Hazred, he gets foiled by Alexander, and I'm thinking, like, that I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling dogs and that kid. Because the guards are dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we out of here?
Yep, that's all you. Unless you wanted to explore further, you'll come back here later eventually.
How long does my curse last?
I don't know the exact timing. It's a decent amount. Couple minutes, I guess. So this is actually the shortcut.
Oh. Master key?
But whether or not you want to take the shortcut, you first want to go back to the undead asylum.
Okay, direct me.
So go back. And then to the left, and go up that way. Whenever Scooby-Doo comes up, I'm reminded of one of my favorite lines from Archer, when they're on the airship, that episode.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to figure out who planted the bomb. And it was me, Captain Lambert. Nice read, Velma.
I never watched much Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, neither have I.
Apparently the lead guy is a marijuana addict.
Well, that's a popular opinion among some people. I don't subscribe to it myself.
Oh, you don't think he's a stoner?
No. I was actually, I can't even remember why, but I was actually reading up on Scooby-Doo today. Why was I? I don't even remember. But yeah, I read the wiki page on Shaggy, and it's like the creators and the guy who voiced him for 30 years were like, yeah, that was never like the intention. And he's just, a kind of hippie kind of guy who likes to eat. Nothing more than that. So you want to head towards the shortcut elevator that led to the parish.
Okay.
So if you go past, what's his face? Can't even think of his name. Fat dude. And if you go up the stairs.
Hello, I will teach you miracles. A promise is a promise, after all.
He doesn't say his name.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings
What is his name?
depend on
Yep, can't remember. Names are one of my weaknesses.
This place?
Yep. And so you step on the button, and then try and walk off the elevator.
When?
Just start walking towards the wall there, right there. Oh. Well, the other side will come back down, and then it'll be easier with the other side.
Yeah, because there's no hole there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How is anyone supposed to figure this out?
People who like to explore. So you go off to the right there. And then position yourself, look to the left. You want to roll off onto that buttress there below you.
Okay.
So you don't have to run jump, but you could if you wanted to.
How do you run jump?
Well, you hold run and then you let go and then tap to run jump. But you don't have to do that. You could just go to the edge and then roll off.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm trapped.
Try rolling forward. Oh, never mind. So,
It's Beaky. Bitey.
so go to the left.
Down, left, or up,
Just
left?
up this way. Then you want to get that item there first. You'll need that key.
I don't need to run jump.
No, you can just roll or even walk, really. And then you want to get back to where you were. So I think you just have to go back to the elevator.
What's in there?
That's where Fatty Miracles is.
Okay, I'm trapped.
Now you can get down that way.
That didn't hurt at all.
Ah, yes, the mysterious snoring. What could it be?
Yes. Okay, so I gotta take the elevator again?
Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta do the little walk off the ledge of the elevator thing.
Yeah, that's how I take elevators.
So have you ever watched BoJack Horseman?
No.
It's surprisingly good.
Okay.
It's like an animated show on Netflix, and it ooh, that was close. And it starts off, pretty standard. I mean, it's got your standard jokes, got standard sitcom-y type situations. The main character is kind of a douchebag.
Is that a good thing?
No, you want to go up the stairs.
Okay.
But it's got a continuity to it that is really consistent. Like if something gets damaged in one episode, it'll remain damaged just until it gets replaced, or it'll just stay there. You want to go around to the right.
To the nest, probably.
Yep. And we wait. And the main character, BoJack, he kind of goes through a really elaborate character arc where, like, he recognizes that he is a douchebag, but he finds it really hard to change, and he'll try to change in bits and pieces, but then he'll fall back to being a douchebag again. And just, he has kind of a, not really an existential crisis, but it just kind of has maybe more of a midlife crisis over the course of the seasons. And I don't know how else to describe it. It's really poignant. And kind of goes against what you might expect to happen during the course of the show, where it's just kind of a consistent character that becomes a stereotype, which is what you find with, like, Family Guy, where the characters, they kind of find their niche.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
They call that Flanderization.
Oh, really? They have a name for it?
Yeah.
Where they just kind of become a flat character based on, the people really like it when they do this, so we'll just have them do that all the time. But yeah, that doesn't really happen with BoJack, which is refreshing and interesting. So I highly recommend it.
Okay. What's your favorite comedy TV series?
Good question. I really like MASH, and I really like 30 Rock, and I really like Psych.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever watched 30 Rock? Oh, wait. So, I almost didn't, stop.
Okay.
So, I almost didn't warn you. So if you walk too far out into the floor here, it'll collapse, and you'll have to face a really tough demon guy.
Oh, a Minotaur?
No, it's just like the first demon.
Oh, the
like
first one from the tutorial.
Yeah. I don't know if they have a categorization for him, but like the asylum type demon.
Asylum Keeper.
Sure. So, yeah, you want to go around the edges as you are figuring out.
Oh, I'm too quick. What were you saying?
Yeah, 30 Rock is really, really funny. And it does fall into that Flandersation kind of thing after a while. But the jokes are really solid. It's kind of the fast-paced, sometimes almost too subtle type of jokes.
Mm-hmm. Those are good.
So you want to go over to the left into this doorway here.
That's an Arrested Development kind of thing.
What is?
Subtle jokes with a lot of them.
Oh yeah, sure. That's another really great show. Did you ever watch the newer 4th season?
I watched some of it.
It was really odd.
Yeah.
I mean, it was certainly noticeable that a lot of time had passed. And I think what they were going for was that the entire season was supposed to work like a single episode, where they have kind of an arc that's consistent over the entire season rather than just one episode.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it kind of confusing to watch, especially just to watch one episode.
Yeah.
Because things will happen, and you'll be like, wait, why did that happen? But they won't revisit it until later in another episode. So it was kind of odd. I wish they had stuck to their original format.
Where is he?
Probably in his little alcove.
Ah!
Surprise!
He kicked me.
So this is, in case you don't recognize him, this is Oscar, who freed you and gave you your Estus flask.
No, I don't recognize the random knight.
Well, his armor's pretty distinctive. And so he's gone fully hollow. You know, he kind of was dying when you first met him. And
Now he's dead.
he's re-dead, I guess.
Is that what happens to me? My body just disappears like a ghost when I die.
Yes, I guess so. So we want to go up the stairs, avoid the iron ball.
Oh, thank you for the warning.
Oh,
Ow.
still gotcha. See, I don't know lore-wise how it's all supposed to work. Like, why is it that you die, but you're still in control of yourself? You haven't gone fully hollow, but Oscar dies and he, loses control of himself and attacks you. And then there are other characters, like the Crestfallen Knight, who tells you about the Bells of Awakening.
This place looks familiar.
Yeah. Like, he'll eventually, if you talk to him enough and the game progresses enough, he'll go hollow and eventually attack you. It seems like it's almost like him losing hope is what causes him to go hollow. And there are other characters, especially like merchant type characters, where if you purchase all of their available items, then they'll go hollow after that. So it's almost like losing hope or losing your usefulness will cause you to lose your humanity fully. Kind of odd, interesting thing. So down this little broken stairway is the item you're looking for.
Was it a rusted iron ring?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
So that allows you to walk through the swamp without, without the rain. Your feet will stick in the swamp, and you'll walk really slowly.
That would be very inconvenient.
Yeah, it's annoying.
So we're leaving now?
Yep, you can leave. There are some silver knights you can fight and go and find another item, but not really a big deal right now. Do you have a favorite comedy series?
Well, it's either Arrested Development or
Yeah, don't go that way.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Huh, I've maybe seen 1 or 2 episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed by it.
It's very slow to start.
I guess it was written by and starring Larry David, who was basically who George Costanza was based off of. Is that right?
Yes. And the premise of the series is basically he plays a super version of himself who says and does the things that we all think but don't do because it's not okay to do.
A super version of himself?
Yes.
Like his special power is that he's not inhibited by his super ego?
Yeah.
Super ego man.
So, there's a moment in the series, we're leaving through the nest,
Yep.
where he and another person are being driven around by Ted Danson, is that his name?
The guy from Cheers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Larry's in the back seat, and the other guy is in the passenger seat. And the other guy leaves, and Ted Danson's like, "Why don't you come on up to the front seat here, Larry?" He's like, "Nah, I'm good." It's not appropriate to do that.
Yeah. It's one of those weird unwritten rule things.
Yeah. So they have a little argument about how they're almost there and there's not really much point. But Ted doesn't want to feel like a chauffeur. Now where am I headed?
So you can either go down the shortcut way towards the second bell, or you can go the normal route and go through the door at the end of the bridge where the Drake is.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, it's not super dangerous.
I think I'll take the shortcut,
Alright.
which was down the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched comedians? What's the title? Comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yeah.
You watch that?
Yes.
That's one of my favorites too. There was one. For those of you who don't know what that is, Jerry Seinfeld has this web series called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. That might not be the actual title, but it's close enough. And so every episode he brings out a classic car and describes it, and goes and picks up a comedian friend, and they go and get coffee, and they talk, and it's really, really entertaining. And there was one where he was talking to some female comedian whose name escapes me.
Silverman.
Yeah. That was amazing. And she talks about how her friend has, her resting face is just kind of very boring and blank. And she's like, you should, little piece of advice, you should, smile as your resting face. And she's like, oh yeah, I should do that. It wasn't very funny when I described it, but it's very funny to watch.
Yeah.